gonna go for coffee. It's still early.
173.
To Jewish Film Festival, and we just watched the Leonard Bernstein film Trouble in Tahiti. So, Charles, would you like to say something about the film? What do you think of it? It's like an old American style musical.
And do you know if this film was it shown at the time? Did they actually like screen it during the 40s and 50s? Did people watch it? Explain whether they liked it or they didn't like it. It's not a new film, right? This is not the first time it's been shown.
I'm actually not aware what the public reaction was when it was initially screened. So this is like, I don't even know what year it was done.
Well, the movie, at least what I understand, woman is like on a couch and she's sitting and she's either talking to a psychiatrist or a psychoanalyst. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's a psychiatrist in the scene because the woman and her husband and herself, the wife and the husband were having domestic problems. They were arguing. He gave her money to a psychiatrist.
He also explores what is considered to be like the idea of the unconscious psyche, the mind's ability to portray or to create like almost like a dreamscape or a kind of reality. It's not considered to be an objective description of a marital dispute. It's a kind of not fantasy, but it's an imaginative. It shows a conflict, a struggle, difficulties, right?
Well, the way it's done is very unusual. It's kind of like opera musical with like in a movie, and most of it is done by like they're singing instead of speaking. So I thought that was the most unusual part about the movie was the way it was done as a opera musical in a kind of like an American 1950s suburb. But I don't know if I mean it's like an unusual film.
Right.
Because of that.
You're saying it's unusual to you, or you find it unusual?
For me, it's unusual. I haven't seen, although I have seen musicals, the way it was done was kind of like an opera musical of an American family. And
It's very confusing.
it's very avant-garde or experimental, I would say. Even, not that I know Leonard Bernstein's work, but compared to other musicals that I've seen, this one seems to be...
See, the thing is, like, if you ask the question, did he portray something the right way, or did he portray it the wrong way? Some people, although it's not really important, this shows his ideas. It shows something that he sees or he would like to explain. But did he show something that goes on inside of people, inside of himself, the right way or the wrong way? I don't really know. Does that make sense to you?
The way he did it was unusual. I think it kind of made me laugh though because it's like a woman who's okay. At that time, maybe men supported women. The husband works. The woman is at home. She has so much time on her hands, and she has time to go see a psychiatrist. She goes to the movie Trouble in Tahiti, and then she couldn't stand the movie, so she goes home. And then later on in the end, the husband invites her to the same movie, Trouble in Tahiti, and they go out. Like, it's obviously a woman who has so much time in her hands that she probably is bored with herself. And so by the time her husband comes home, they argue because maybe she had so much time doing nothing, except for worrying about preparing dinner for him. And nowadays, women work. So it's more, because women are employed in their dual income families, I think it's healthier for women to be able to work, because if they don't, they might turn out to be like that woman in the film. You know, she's so self-involved that she doesn't realize how hard her husband works.
Well, obviously, she's trying very hard, right? She's making a very considered effort, right? Like the thing is, if you say the demands placed on a woman to fulfill what's considered to be her life, she has to meet all those expectations or those demands, right? So everybody that's involved in it is considered to be, including Mr. Bernstein, who had to work with the music and everything else. They are placed under some demand to fulfill something, but I don't know what that is.
Well, the little white house with all the kind of commercialism of American products, and how happy they should have been to have a middle class lifestyle. I mean, I think it kind of made me laugh too, because they should have been happy to be able to have a middle class lifestyle, have their own house with a fence, and be able to afford all those American products. And yet they were
do you
unhappy.
like fencing?
No, it's
You know
like the
what
expectations.
fencing is?
No, in which context?
No, I'm playing with you. Playing with the word fence.
No, I mean like.
You say a white picket fence, right?
Yeah, like she should have been happy. They should have been happy.
So what happened, like say in the movie, if like she ran outside, she grabbed part of the fence and she goes like this with her.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, it was like, to me, it's a woman with too much time in her hands, and the husband comes home and she takes it out on him.
I know. Did you see any humor? Did you experience any humor in the movie?
Well, it made me laugh.
Good.
Parts of it. And to watch a movie like Trouble in
No,
Tahiti,
that's good. It made you laugh.
where
But you know
the
what?
culture is
Seriously,
completely
I think we
different.
better be very careful because we're going to interfere in this.
Oh, I don't think they'll hear us.
I think it's time. Like, we should stop.
Okay, so anyway, that's our review.
It's good that you laugh.
Anyway, that was our review at the Bloor Cinema for Leonard Bernstein's Trouble in Tahiti. There was some interference inside the theater, and I was trying to record the speeches by the organizers, but it just wouldn't. The tape came out really striped, so I cannot include that. Anyway, I also wanted to add that there was, I just thought about it after. There was actually a scene where the husband was in the gym showering with other boys. And I just wanted to add that maybe, that scene was actually a bit disturbing for something that was supposed to be like a middle class family in the U.S. And I'm not sure how normal or average that is, but I think that was kind of like it puts a different slant to my viewpoint, where I was thinking it was the woman's problem it was the woman who had the problem. That's why their marriage was disturbed. But it's quite possible that the husband, because of that scene, he might have a bisexual side that's not, I mean, maybe he hides that side from his wife, but that scene is actually disturbing in a way, like if you really analyze it, because for a married man to be showering nude with other males, it doesn't match with the stereotypical straight married male. So anyway, that's just an aside. I don't know those who analyze further into the psyche of the middle class family, but that's another viewpoint that maybe deserves to be probed, and it could lead to possibly one of the other reasons why their marriage had problems.